Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Lee. Benji's driving the green RS3 today. I'm holding the camera. This is Evil GT and...
Exciting day today. We've got more power and more noise.
And we've got some other surprises for the car. We don't know what it is yet, but one thing that's not a surprise is we've got a massive problem with the RS4 van.
But we're going to tell you about the RS4 later. Another car we've had a bit of work done on is the C63. That's in at MB Tech getting sorted out as well.
But that video is coming next week. In the meantime, let's get the RS3 into Awesome and get some more power out of it.
Hey, look at this. Very posh. Still waiting on the Awesome one up there by the looks. How much better does that look now?
So you can't tune this car yet because the ECU's locked, right?
Correct.
The real Ben has got, the real Ben, you're the real Ben.
Not the fake one, mate.
Not the fake one.
Yeah.
Has got a solution for you.
Well, I've got a plan.
Go on, let's hear it.
The NWC engine, right?
Yeah.
The wiring room's going to be very similar, if not the same.
Yeah.
I reckon we could put the old ECU in this car.
The 8V ECU.
And then tune it.
And then make it 730 horsepower and race fuel.
If we do that, that's having a turbo race fuel a lot in it.
Right, okay.
If that was the fastest RS3 in the world. In the world. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine with me. Go for it.
Well,
yeah.
Tabby did say, if you do that...
We sell Tabby's arse then.
Yeah,
for the,
that's Tabby.
Components.
We have a lot of male viewers, don't we?
Tabby did say, if we're doing that, you're putting a turbo on it.
Hybrids.
So I said, yeah, do it.
You know they're about £3 grand, don't you?
Yeah, I said, yeah, do it.
With what?
Should we do it?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Right.
If we end up doing like stage 3 hybrid turbos, injectors and all that kind of stuff,
Well,
Audi will probably get upset.
if you don't want to go the whole turbo route and you just want to do the ECU change,
Yeah.
with the map and everything,
Yeah.
you said it's 2 minutes to put the old one back in.
Literally looks the same, the ECU itself.
Right.
And if I'm right, and I might be wrong yet, but if I'm right, it would literally be dob the other ECU in it, send it for a service.
Yeah, but it's videoed though, innit?
No, we just won't put that reg on. You know, that evil P reg. You know, and the VIN number there.
Yeah.
That VIN number there. We won't put that on video.
No one's got a matte green RS3.
No.
Have they? You know.
No, because this is satin.
That's right.
I thought you said you had the only green RS3 in satin in the country.
I thought I did, but that there is the 8V saloon. The only thing I can take away from it is that's the previous generation. Damn it.
What should this car run?
Well, the grey one ran 408 horsepower and 562 Newton meters. It was a bit colder then when we ran that because it was quite a while ago. Audi actually saved 395 horsepower and 500 Newton meters, so our grey one ran quite a bit over. Run 1, run 2, run 3. I think it's broke.
Really?
I panicked then because over there it was 370 horsepower, but Tabby's just said it's at the wheels, but I thought he said it's because of the wheels, and I was like, yeah, I know the wheels are surely it can't be that.
Go on, what have we got?
This dyno is saying today we've got 409 horsepower, so we're a horsepower over on the grey one, but we are 5 Newton meters down on the torque.
Okay.
So it's basically the same.
So it's faster, but slower at the same time.
It's a bit warmer today than it was.
It is, I said that, ambient temperature. Yeah, we're professionals now, we know this stuff, don't we?
Do you know how much 5 Newton meters is?
What? About that much there.
Yeah. If someone asked you to tighten a bolt to that, you'd be like, I'm done.
Right, okay. I know that a lot of people are set against tuning boxes such as this. So can you explain here what you're plugging in? Because it looks quite technical, this.
I think the biggest problem is people compare them to like an ECU calibration, but they're not that, and they'll never be that. They'll never be as good as a proper ECU calibration. That's not what this is for, and it's not the market we're trying to fill with this product. Currently, this car we cannot calibrate the ECU, so obviously this product then comes into its own in those circumstances. Basically, to sum up what it does, it plugs into the map sensors and it's actually fueling the ECU. But there's essentially not as much boost as it is running. And what it does then is relies on the ECU to be able to adapt to kind of fill in the gaps. So what you'll see is the ECU, it'll trim more one way or the other to compensate for the extra airflow that's there. So as long as you do it within a certain parameter, then the car will be fine and the ECU will adapt to suit it. But like I say, I think people think about them, and when they talk about them, they're comparing them to a map, and
it's never going to be as good as a map. No, but it's not designed to be as good as a map either.
No, and especially from what OEM Plus is trying to do with this is it's an infill, fill a gap for people that are waiting for a tune. As soon as the tune's available, you hand that back, and then you've got your tune. So.
Well, it's free, isn't it? It's included.
Yeah, the tune.
Well, it's not free because you paid for the box already.
But then
you give them the box back.
You hand the box back, and your software will be free from OEM
when a proper map, stage 1 map is available for this car, when you've eventually unlocked it, you go, there's my PCM box back, and then they'll just tune your car, done. But then no extra cost. That's it, it's good that, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the other side of it is, people might only ever do this because they're a bit more warranty conscious and they're a bit more, that's all they want.
This doesn't void your warranty then, no?
If you do a video and put it on the internet and show that Audi fitting tuning boxes to your car, then probably will be, but there's less chance of them seeing this, any residue, so to speak, of this being fitted to the car than there is obviously over an ECU tune.
Now nobody knows this car, do they? I mean, no. The Eagle P, it's not on the internet anywhere, is it?
No, it's not, mate, but just in case anybody was wondering what car it was, they now definitely know. Those parameters that the ECU is then changing and upping, do they get recorded? So is there a possibility that the manufacturer could see them?
It's not recording any large data, so you're not gonna get that level stored.
Right, sound. That's what I was wondering.
With that.
So for those who obviously aren't going to put this on the internet and do just maybe want to get one and are still worried about the warranty, the chances of the manufacturer seeing it are slim, because although that's going to be asking for more fueling for stuff, it's not being, they're not going to be able to see that. That's what we're saying?
I like it. Very underhanded. I like it.
That's what we do. So how amazing does that look? All the carbon fibre, all that kind of stuff. It looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is that what's going on this?
No, it's not.
What have you got? So this is yours. Why does that look different to that?
This is a new board. Okay. So it didn't fit in the proper cases, so we've 3D printed the case. So you wanted that, you're not having that.
So this is a prototype?
This is a prototype. First time we've run it on one of these, so we'd rather blow your car up than one of ours.
Well, when you say yours, it's not mine.
The first revision of the tune has gone on. It's made power, more power. We'll save it to the end so you can see. But the guys want to make it better, effectively. So it's not all about peak power. It's about how nice and smooth it is, and how well it comes in, and where it comes in, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. So as you can see on screen, there's around 40-ish horsepower and give or take around 50-ish Newton meters as well. So overall, with the PCM box, I'm quite happy with that. I think that's decent results. So as everyone knows, different dynos, different days, conditions, weather, all that kind of stuff will give you different results. This is what Awesome's dyno has given us. And for those who are wondering, fuel, it had Tesco Momentum 99 in it. And for those who say it's rubbish fuel, it's very, very good. So now Tabby's fitting the induction, the RacingLine induction kit. It is all carbon fibre, it looks amazing. At this stage with the PCM box, an intake like this isn't going to make massive figures. It'll probably give you another 2, 3, 4 horsepower, maybe something like that. You'll start to notice bigger gains with this as you go up through the stages. But obviously, carbon fibre, it looks amazing. If you think it sounds better, then you've got to hit the subscribe and the bell and like and do all the other stuff and comment as well while you're at it. Here's a comparison before and after.
Are you happy with that, mate?
Yeah, that's mint, that, isn't it?
Right, as we knew, it wasn't going to be any extra power from the intake.
From the intake, no, not massively. They said there's a bit more torque, like 1 horsepower, 2 horsepower, something like that. But otherwise, no, there's not a lot. But how good does it sound now?
It sounds amazing. You wanted the flutter off the turbo.
We got the flutters, mate.
So Tabby has just taken it out, road test. He's going to launch it, make sure no issues when you launch it.
That's fine by me, yeah, send it. So thank you very much to our friends over here at RacingLine, who have provided us with the prototype PCM box and the prototype intake, and it looks amazing. Obviously they're not readily available yet, are they?
Not as yet, no. Both things will be coming pretty soon, but for the moment you're the first. You feel special?
I feel very, very special, yeah, I'm happy with that. So make sure you check our description. We'll put all the RacingLine socials in there. So if you have got an 8Y and you want to start playing about with it and doing a few bits and pieces, then keep your eye on their socials, because I'm sure in the next few months it will be available, yeah?
Hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months they'll be out there.
Happy days. And the hacking of the ECU, is that up to you? Are you in the process of doing that?
For the new version? Yeah, everyone's still on it. You're going to try and make it. Oh, you want me to go faster?
Yeah.
What about this ECU swap idea? Have you got?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You let us know in the comments what you think about us putting an 8V ECU in that car and then tuning that instead.
And if you want us to do that, subscribe.
Yeah, and if you do want us to do that, subscribe. If you don't want us to do it, subscribe anyway. Thanks.
What should people do, Ben?
People should subscribe.
Yeah, that's
obviously.
What I thought. First drive in the modified Rs3, and I didn't actually drive this unmodified, so there's no point in me driving it modified because I won't be able to tell the difference. But I did just hear a turbo flutter.
Do you know,
which we heard on the dyno.
We did hear that on the dyno, and for me, I'd rather have turbo flutter than pops and bangs. Pops and bangs are alright, you know, small, little ones, not asbo. But I'd rather have turbo flutter. I think it sounds brilliant. So yeah, I'm well happy with that. We've got a bit of flutter now.
Can you tell the difference power-wise at this early stage?
It definitely pulls harder. That pulls you back into your seat, and you can definitely feel, ignore the ceramic brakes, you can definitely feel, that to me, the noise on the brakes is just telling me that I'm not kicking the brakes head in hard enough, am I?
Yeah, you tell yourself that, mate.
Must work harder on the brakes. But yeah, the extra pull now you can feel, I'm sure it said on the graph it was somewhere like 4,500 revs where it sort of peaked, and you can really feel as it gets higher up in the rev range.
Which is good, because it's only got about 40 horsepower more.
Roughly, yeah.
And about 50 newton meters. So it should be enough to feel, surely.
Yeah, definitely. It feels close, very close now to how my 8V, because that was 470 horsepower and 633 newton meters.
To relay this onto the camera, it's difficult to tell you the power increase, but from a passenger's point of view, it does feel a tiny little bit more torquey, and it's difficult with the to get past the ceramic brakes, to be honest, because they're that noisy.
They are squeaking now.
They're really
Never used to squeak, they've only just started.
Yeah, well, you need to drive it a bit harder. Get on a racetrack, you'll definitely get rid of that squeak.
100%.
So, but yeah, it's difficult to get it across on camera, but it does feel, I mean, it's not a massive amount, 40 horsepower-ish, 50 newton meters, but it's decent for the money. And that box looks amazing. I mean, if now you've got the air box and the PCM box on, it's a bit more carbon fibre.
That intake, that carbon fibre intake looks amazing, yeah. And you know, it's not cheap, but you get what you pay for. You can tell it's been really well made. It sounds brilliant, and the gains with a PCM box aren't amazing, but then they're never going to be. You're going to start seeing bigger gains with the intake as you go to sort of stage 1, 2 and 3. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So for those of you guys who watched the exhaust video getting done up in Scotland, once that was done, they ran the car, got it warm, and then all of a sudden there was like a really weird squeaking noise coming from the engine, and it got faster as you rev the car. So it's definitely like some sort of spinny bit, and we've come to see the professionals to find out what it actually is. We have established that the noise is coming from there somewhere, like literally in there, because when you open the oil cap and you have a listen underneath that, the squeak is coming from literally in there. So basically the rocker cover's got to come off. this bit of time here with Greg was purely used to try and find out exactly where the noise was coming from on the car, and it's coming from that bit. Right, well that's that. This is only the first bit of the video, so join us again when the car's back in, having the rocker cover taken off, probably not by Greg, because he looks like he doesn't want to do it. And yeah, so there we go.
If you think there's too many green cars in Awesome, you've got to subscribe, haven't you?
You have, you've also got to get run over by one.
All right.